everyone, Missy with Southern Theory Designs, and a lot of people have asked, how do you strip a cup? We're gonna learn that today. This shouldn't take very long. So I was working on this tumbler, this one right here, cute, right? Shouldn't show that other side. Copyright infringement. This is for one of my friends, not selling it, giving it to her as a gift. It's really pretty. So the original cup that I started looked like crap. This one I still have to sand and put one more coat of epoxy on it, but I'm really liking the way it's looking. The first one didn't look good at all. So I stripped it, or I'm in the process of stripping it, and started a whole new one. So this is what you're gonna see look like that I'm stripping, and I'm gonna show you how I did it. Ready? Okay, we're gonna go put this one back on the drying rack so it doesn't get in the way. And here we go. First things first, there's some things that you need to know when you're gonna strip a cup, okay? You don't need a lot of acetone. Don't throw your cups away, by the way. Don't throw them away. You screw them up, you can strip them, redo them. But you don't need a lot of acetone, and that's gonna be one of the first things that you need, okay? And you can use either of these products. You can use 100% acetone nail polish remover. They sell it at the Dollar Tree for $1. That's where this one came from. Or if you're like me and you screw up a lot because you like to learn as you go, you can buy this at Walmart. I think it was like 11 bucks for this big thing of it, and I've been using this for 8 months, and I probably have like this much left. I screw up a lot. Okay, and when I first started doing this, I thought I needed like this much acetone in my bucket, and I'm going to show you the bucket that I use, but I've learned you don't. What I use to strip my cups is a Lowe's bucket, or you can get one of those pickle buckets from Firehouse Subs. I use this. I keep it out on the side yard because I really don't want the fumes and everything in the house. So, or in the garage, not the house, but in the garage. We're gonna keep that over there on top of my Jeep top. You're gonna want some gloves. You can see they're well used. I have some new ones around here somewhere, but these are still good to go. I use a tin pan just to catch everything. You're gonna want some sandpaper, some paper towels, and then I have some acetone for easy, you know, it's just a little, I got this at the dollar store. And that's pretty much all you're gonna need to save your manicure. Glove up, ladies. So what I do before I strip, I take 3 or 4 paper towels and I put them in the bottom of my bucket. And I put enough acetone to make sure this is wet, okay? So it's maybe half a cup, if that much. And I put this on the bottom of my bucket. I put my acetone on there, and then I set my cup, I'm gonna use my soda. I set my cup upside right, so I can see the inside of the cup. You don't wanna set it upside down, you don't need to do that. Sometimes if it has like 2 or 3 layers on it, and you know, I just kept going, hoping for the best, because sometimes, you know, it looks like crap, your first layer, but then as you go along, you're hoping that's gonna look better. It doesn't. What I'll do is I'll take my X-Acto knife very carefully. I hold it by my PVC pipe, and I'll just make, you know, some couple slices in it just to help get it in there. So the acetone, the liquid acetone, is not what takes the epoxy off your cups. It's the fumes from it. And that's why when you have the bucket, you want to make sure you seal it nice and tight. And in about 24 hours after putting your cup inside the acetone sitting upright, you're gonna start seeing it just peel off, okay? So I'm gonna bring this bucket over here and show you. This one's been sitting for 48 hours because I just haven't had time to get to it, because I had this lady order a couple cups, and she didn't tell me she was on a time frame, and and she needs them in 2 weeks. So everything stopped except her tumblers. So let's see. This is what you're gonna get. And like I said, I only used a paper towel and there's nothing in there, just this was soaking wet. Strong. Okay. And just go ahead and you can peel this stuff off. And this is all the epoxy that is actually on here. Epoxy's coming right off, as you can see. And I did the epoxy method, so my glitter is coming off also. What I do like to use on these are these little razor blades that are like this. And you want to get that first layer of epoxy off first. And you can use more epoxy in there if you want, but I find that you don't have to. This is just coming right off. Apparently, I had a very good seal on this sucker. It looks like a lot of work, but it's really not. I'm not working that hard. I'm letting the razor blade do all the work for me. And it's the epoxy is soft. I don't know if you can see, but the epoxy is very soft. It's not hard anymore. It's just coming off almost like a rubbery kind of feeling. Oops, my blade went back inside. Now you see why I have this tin pan. Catches everything. Even catches my razor blade. Do not cut your finger off, Missy. I might have to use a different one because for the sake of time, let's just grab another one. I know this thrills my husband. And sometimes it comes off easier than this. I've had cups where I pulled them out and all the epoxy is just on the bottom of the bucket. I know some people say wrap it in a paper towel soaked in acetone and wrap it in tin foil, but I find that just is messy for me. I just rather set it inside a bucket, close the bucket, and leave it. To me, it's just easier. I have tried wrapping it in paper towels and tin foil and putting them in a gallon Ziploc baggie, but not all cups will fit in there. Like this cup, it would have worked, but I have a bucket. And I found that sometimes the Ziploc bags, after a day, they start to leak. Move that to the side. I hope you can see this. This is a really crappy. Maybe I'm holding it the wrong way. It helps if you hold it the right way, Missy. Usually at this point, I would put it back in for another day. But if you're in a hurry and you really need this cup, because some people don't keep a lot of cups in stock, I only keep like 1 or 2 of each style. So you could always put it back in at this point, and this would come off much easier in a day or 2. Yeah. I got it sticking all over the place. Well, that would have pissed my husband off to find all that glitter inside his razor blade. Almost done. I know it doesn't look like we're almost done. We're almost done. Just make sure to always go away from you. No reason to lose a finger over a cup, especially one this size. It's like $6.50. I'm sure your emergency room bill would be more than that. Oh, it's not sticking. This to the side. That piece doesn't want to come off yet. We'll come back to it. You. Now, I did do the epoxy method, so I am having to do an extra layer. When I don't do the epoxy method, it like pops right off. That's okay. I'm just trying to be very careful to not slice a finger off. I will say I envy you ladies that have those power grinders. Told you it would. This one spot. So just get as much off as you can. I think my blade is not very sharp. This is when you find out how good you prepped your cups. Okay, so I got 99% of it off. To the side. Take paper towel. A nice amount on there, as you're gonna need it. And just start wiping. This is gonna get rid of most of it, and then you'll know where you have to go back over it with your blade. Of course, the one cup that I'm trying to demonstrate with is not coming off as easy as it usually does. Welcome to my life. Story of my life. Now, the thing about acetone, it dries quickly. It evaporates. And that's why you wear the gloves also, because your hands get very cold from using it. Oh, the bottom's almost all done. That's good. Except in the groove. Come out, there you go. This is pretty good. Let's get this. Now I can go back and see where it really stuck good. And by using that acetone just now to wipe it down, it loosened it up even more. And I can zero in on the spots that need to be done with more than just acetone, with some scraping. Remember, watch your fingers. How long have we been working on this? 20 minutes? It's not bad. I'm usually done by now. But let me tell you, when I first started doing this, I was sitting there sanding it to get all this off. That's when I found these little razors. Work so much better. The only thing that sucks is this little groove right here. And I just work it out. Use the corner of it. should be wearing safety goggles. But I'm not. Can we just talk about all this freaking rain lately? We've gotten 20 inches of rain in the last 2 months. I'm gonna trade my Jeep in and get a boat. Stubborn spots right down here at the very bottom. But they're coming off. I'll be done in a minute. And just because I'm on video, I'm not trying to go fast for y'all. Because I don't want you to be there like, oh my God, Missy did this in like 5 minutes. And then you're doing it and it's taking you like 20, 30 minutes. Sometimes it takes that long. That's okay. What else you got to do right now? You got shit on the turner, you got shit on your drying racks, and you got a cup that you don't want to throw away. And your husband's not home to make dinner for. And your kids are grown. Honey, what are you doing tonight? Stripping? He doesn't find me funny either. It's okay. Should have picked a different cup to strip. Come on, come on. You're the last piece. There we go. We're going to get some more of this. More acetone. Remember, every time you clean it off with the acetone, you're actually loosening up anything that you might have to go back over. So the only place that I have any glitter still left on here, any epoxy, is right in this stupid little groove. And that's just what I'm trying to get out. At this point, I could probably just hit it with some sandpaper. But if I don't have to, I'm not going to. Don't dig into it, because you don't want to get big grooves. Little grooves, not going to hurt. Don't forget to put your husband's stuff back where you found it. Because for some reason, men get kind of pissy when you touch their stuff. Mine does. Okay. See how nice it's looking? Yeah. 26 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. And it was a stubborn one. If I wasn't making a video, it would have gone back in the bucket after a couple minutes of me trying that. I would have been like, not today, Satan, not today. I'm just trying to get glitter that's coming off my gloves and sticking onto the cups. Cup. Another cup to see another day, to see the tumbler one more time, the turner one more time. Yeah. That's easy. So if this helped you out to teach you how to strip and save a cup, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, drop them below. You know the routine. I hope you have a great day. I'm gonna go make something. Bye.